We got a monster show on tap today, including giving you guys 3 MLB bets for tonight. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for kicking off your week with me here on the Monday edition here of Winning Bets. We're giving out free sports picks every single day. I hope you guys had a really good, fantastic weekend. Had a great weekend myself here in Chicago. 60-degree weather both Saturday and Sunday. Got outside, enjoyed the weather, enjoyed the parks, enjoyed walking around, enjoyed eating outside at a nice restaurant. Just really enjoyed ourselves with our family. Had a nice, fantastic weekend. And again, I hope you guys had a good weekend yourself. Let's jump on into the recap first, and then we'll roll through some business, and then we'll roll out 3 MLB bets for tonight. I'm excited for this show. Let's go ahead and hit it. You guys remember we started off Thursday. We went 3-0 in the Major League Baseball. We went 3-0 in the MLB again on Friday. We went 1-1 in the MLB on Saturday. 0-2 on the MLB yesterday, so that brings us now to 7-3 on the MLB so far to start this season. Soccer this weekend, it was a disaster. We made 7 bets on the soccer this weekend. We only cashed 2 of those 7 bets. I knew we were in trouble when the first bet of the day was Chelsea, and Chelsea started off getting a red card against West Brom after going up 1-0, and then obviously they completely fell apart and let West Brom really get all over them. They even had their goalkeeper for West Brom get an assist in that game. I mean, it was just an absolute mess, and West Brom got 5 goals in total. I still believe that they don't even get 1. I know you can say, well, maybe they got 5, so surely they get 1 if, whether Chelsea got that red card or not. But I'm just not so sure about that. I mean, Atletico Madrid couldn't sniff the goal against Chelsea. Don't tell me that West Brom's going to do good if Chelsea's got 11 men on there. So, just started off really bad in soccer. We even got another bad beat there with Tottenham. Tottenham gave up a late goal to Newcastle, where we had Tottenham on the money line and under 4.5. So, soccer was generally a disaster. The only thing that went our way there was Manchester United and Brighton. We got both teams to score in that. And then we also got the Leeds game and under 4.5. So, those were the 2 cashes in soccer. Otherwise, it was, like I said, just wasn't very good. So on the week, though, we were 11-14-1 and down 6.73 units. So now overall in the season, we're 238, 251-7 and down 2.56 units. Overall, the damage was all because of the NBA last week, and thankfully we're done with the NBA here on this show. We went 1-3 on the NBA on Monday, 0-1 on the NBA on Tuesday with 1 push, and then we went 0-3 on the NBA on Wednesday. So just so done with the NBA. Way too many goddamn blowouts. I mean, blowouts every single night, which affect, obviously over-unders against the spread, and obviously player props are impacted. So done with the NBA. And that last week there of just getting my ass kicked by the NBA was the icing on the cake in terms of just being done with it. And then I like baseball. I mean, I'm a baseball guy. Baseball is my thing. And like I said, we're 7-3 in the baseball, flying high with baseball confidence, loving the baseball season. So that's what we're going to stick to. Speaking of baseball, let's go ahead and do a recap of those MLB underdogs. Woo, 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 woo. The dogs are barking, baby. The dogs are 27-19 on the season and plus 15.48 units. Unbelievable what the dogs are doing this so far this season. We can thank the Orioles. They're 3-0 on the season. The Blue Jays are 2-1 on the season. Tigers are 2-1 on the season. The Astros are 4-0, and in 3 of their games, they were underdogs, so their nice 4-0 start was profitable to us. And then the Phillies were also started off the season going 3-0, and they were playing up against the Braves, and the public's all on the Braves this season, rightfully so, and the Phillies were able to sweep them. So those were the teams that really, contributed mostly to that plus 15.8 units. In terms of, I've been thinking about maybe upping the bet size, but once I start upping it, then it'll be a lot harder to track. So I'm more inclined to keep it at $1. But also, it's not surprising that we're having this great jump in terms of unit count in the beginning of the season because just like we're trying to figure out the season, who's good, who's bad, so are the sports books. They're doing the exact same thing. And as each day progresses and as we move on through the season, the sharp books lines are just going to get that much more sharper, and these underdogs won't quite be as profitable as they are here in the first week. So, the 27-19 record is absolutely outstanding for MLB underdogs. It won't be that. It'll probably dip under 500, but just like in the NBA where underdogs will hit under 500 percentage, will still be profitable, or at least that's what I expect. I expect this to be profitable over the course of the entire season, just like it is in the NBA. It's not surprising. You hit one of these underdogs at, plus 285 and, bam, you get a nice big old cash there, and it makes up, obviously, for a couple losses there. So, Not surprising, though, that we're flying high so far on the MLB Underdogs. Like I said, great record, but also just an absolutely great profit, up over 15 units, 15.48 units. I wish I was putting $100 on it. I'd be up $1,500 if I was putting $100 on it. But yeah, we're gonna stay with the $1 bets. As much as I want to go to maybe $2 or $5, I'm just gonna stick to the $1 bet. If I was gonna do it, like this would be the week to do it, and then maybe scale back to $1. But I'll just keep it at $1 and let it roll. But it's gonna be fun tracking that throughout the entire season. I really look forward to that. We're going to save the conversation for their NCAA bracket for tomorrow, but it's basically over. Lou, I was feeling for you, Lou. I was feeling for you, man. You had it right there. UCLA hit what they thought was the game-winning bucket, and then, I believe it was around a half-court heave, went ahead and sunk you. But no, I was feeling for you, Lou, there, and I know you were really close and obviously cheering on UCLA. But we'll save the bracket and everything, talking about that tomorrow. Obviously, if a Gonzaga wins, it's relatively straightforward in terms of doling out the cash. But yeah, we'll do that on tomorrow's show. Let's go ahead now and jump on into the bets. Like I said, I've got 3 MLB bets for you. One thing I want to keep an eye for you, and then I've got an extra bet there for tonight's college basketball. Let's start off with the soccer bets. These are 3 bets that I already gave out. I already gave them out on Friday's show when we were hanging out. Not Friday's show, the YouTube version of the live show where we do our Premier League and soccer breakdown for the weekend. I already gave these 3 bets out. I'm taking the first one's Everton over 4.5 shots on target. We got that at plus 110. That is now minus 112. I've made that bet over at DraftKings. It's now minus 112. Hopefully you guys got it at plus 110. As I said on the show, just see Crystal Palace sitting back. They're not an aggressive team on the offense, so they're probably just going to sit back, absorb a lot of pressure. This is at Goodison Park. Everton should have the majority of the ball. They're probably going to get, I would think, that 12 to 15 number of shots altogether. Let's just hope they can put 5 of those suckers on target and go ahead and cash that bet. The next one we're going to do is Wolves West Ham under 7.5 shots on target, and that's at even money, and that's still at even money. Just look that up. So Wolves West Ham under 7.5 shots on target. Just see the complete opposite in terms of that Everton Palace game. These are 2 clubs that are really good defensively. We know what Wolves can do. We also know what West Ham can do defensively. I thought about taking under 2.5, but it's juiced up. It's at the I didn't look at it what it was today, but on Friday it was like minus 170, and yeah, it's just too much juice for me. I really thought under 2.7 or under 2.5 was going to be a good bet, but yeah, too much juice for me. But so I like this under 7.5 shots on target again. This is going to be a good defensive, low-scoring game is how I've got this one going on. And then our third bet that we'll roll out for soccer is that West Ham money line. I got it at plus 160 on Friday. If you haven't made that bet, you can now get it at plus 170 over at DraftKings, so you can get a little bit more profit in your pocket if you've yet to make that. If Wolves get 2 goals, West Ham will not win because West Ham's not getting 3 goals. But I don't see Wolves getting 2 goals. I see Wolves getting 0 or 1 max. And I think West Ham can definitely get 1 or 2 goals. They're by far the superior team in terms of offensively speaking. And I don't think there's much of a drop-off with the way West Ham's playing currently in this form and this really good stretch as they battle for a top 4 defensively. I think West Ham's battle about level defensively is what Wolves is going to bring to this game. So 2 evenly matched defensive teams. West Ham by far the better offensive club. Go ahead and give me that West Ham money line at plus money. And like I said, we're going to go ahead and roll with it at plus 160. But yeah, if you haven't snagged it yet, go ahead and get that thing at plus 170. So those will be the 3 soccer bets we'll roll out today. All of them at plus money. All of them at plus money. How about that? Love it. Before we get to these baseball bets, let's go and do this national championship game. And it's over at DraftKings. They're doing a promo, I guess that's what it's called, promo here. They're giving you Gonzaga plus 4.5 points at even money. Again, that's over at DraftKings. You guys know I know nothing about college basketball. I'm not going to sit here and break down this game as if I know anything about it. The only thing I do know is from being a sports fan and casually watching basketball through the lens of Twitter and just from various TV shows is Gonzaga's been the best basketball team all season long. Nobody's going to sit there and dispute that. They're still showing that they're the best team in this tournament. And DraftKings is giving me a Gonzaga at plus 4.5 points. This is a value bet, folks. This is a value bet. If you're making this bet with me, you agree that you're betting on this just because the value is way too damn good. Gonzaga at plus 4.5. They're giving you points, but not only giving you points, they're giving you multiple possessions. The best team in basketball, the best team on the planet in college is getting points and multiple possessions. Yeah, again, this is just strictly a value bet, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and take Gonzaga at plus 4.5 points at even money over at DraftKings. All right, let's go into some baseball bets that will include some analysis, something we actually know, something we can actually talk about. We're going to go ahead and look at this first game. We're going to take the Blue Jays Rangers. We're going to take over 9 runs at minus 114 over at FanDuel. Blue Jays are throwing Steven Matz on the bump. 2019, his ERA was 4.21 with a 1.34 whip, and he allowed opponents batting average of 2.260. Got worse last year, folks. 9.68 ERA, 1.7 whip, and a .323 batting average. He's not been getting it done. He's opposed by Mike. I'm not sure how you pronounce this guy's name. He was the Brave starter leading up to this point. Now he's with the Rangers. This guy sucks. 2019, he had an ERA of 4.54 with a 1.25 whip. Opponent's batting average of 2.44. In 2020, he only had his one start and he got rocked, and then the Braves sent his ass packing. I mean, that's how bad he was. So, yeah, this guy's not that good. For the Blue Jays, they threw their good arms yesterday at that bullpen. They threw their closer, and they threw their setup man. For the Rangers, they also threw their closer. It's earlier on in the season. We know managers are usually hesitant to throw their top arms, or really any arm, in back-to-back settings. We'll see what they do, but even if these guys come out on back-to-back days, they at least threw yesterday, which lends in the MLB, they're not quite as sharp throwing on the back day of a back-to-back. We'll see, but and if they don't, then we're good because we're not going to see the closer or the setup man for these two teams. So like that. Rangers early in the season, but they're batting number 6 in the MLB in batting average, number 4 in on-base percentage. Blue Jays are 15th in batting average and 20 in on-base percentage. The Rangers bullpen, it ranks 28th in whip, 29th in on-base percentage, and 22nd in Ks per 9. Again, guys, it's early, but these are the numbers, and obviously they're not very good for that Rangers bullpen. For the Blue Jays, not a whole lot better. 21st in whip, 10th in on opponents' batting average, and 6th in K per 9. That's actually really good. I think the Blue Jays will have a good bullpen once the whole numbers shape out for the course of the season, but that's what they stand right now. Again, guys, it's early, but two terrible pitchers on the mound, bullpens that can get hit, and relatively good offenses in this current setting. So, yeah, give me Blue Jays, give me Rangers, give me over 9 runs at minus 114 over at FanDuel. Let's go ahead and do another over-under. We're going to go ahead and do the White Sox and Mariners game. That's going to be over 8 runs at minus 118 over FanDuel. We know the Mariners had cashed 2 of their 3 overs this weekend. They've got a really bad bullpen. I mean, just absolutely bad. The White Sox, they threw their good arms yesterday in a 4-4 game against the Angels last night on ESPN, so their good arms were pitched in that game. We know one thing that the Sox do is they smash left-handed pitching all of last year. That's what the White Sox were extremely good at, is crushing left-handed pitching. They faced one left-hander so far out of this season, Heaney for the Angels. He pitched 3 innings pitched, gave up 5 hits, 7 runs, and 2 walks. They smashed him again. Well, the Mariners have a left-handed pitcher going tonight in Justice Sheffield. 2019, he had a 5.5 ERA with a 1.72 whip and a 3.30 batting average. Got a little bit better last year, but still not all that great. 3.58 ERA, 1.3 whip, and a 251 opponent's batting average. But yeah, again, guys, he's left-handed, and White Sox mash left-handed pitching all of last year and already off to a good start this year. For the White Sox, they're throwing up one of their worst starters that they have in their rotation. They're throwing up Carlos Rondon. He's got a 5.19 ERA, 1.44 whip, and opponent's batting average of 239. Got significantly worse last year in 2020. He had an 8.22 ERA, 1.57 whip, and opponent's batting average of 290. So a bullpen for the Mariners, we know that can get hit. White Sox threw their good arms yesterday. 2 stinking starting pitchers going up in this game. One of them's a left-handed, so we absolutely love that. So, yeah, White Sox Mariners over 8 runs at minus 118 over at FanDuel. Let's roll and get the bats hot. Then the last bet I want to give you guys for Major League Baseball is we're going to go ahead and do a money line bet. We're going to look at that Brewers versus Cubs game. I'm going to take the Brewers on the money line at plus 102. And you can find that over at DraftKings. If you live in Illinois, like I do, maybe you hold off because you know the public loves the Chicago Cubs. That's kind of universal, right? The Chicago Cubs actually generate more of the bets than most teams in all of baseball. They're right up there with the Yankees and the Red Sox and the Dodgers. The country loves the Cubs, so maybe you want to hold off. I didn't want to take the risk. It was already at plus money, so I locked in at plus 102 at DraftKings. This is definitely a fade Trevor Williams game. Trevor Williams in 2020 had a 6.18 ERA and a 1.57 whip and a 296 opponent's batting average. Just not getting it done. Didn't get it done in 2019 either. A 5.3 ERA whip, a 1.41 whip, a 5.38 ERA and a 1.41 whip and a 284 opponent's batting average. So yeah, bad in 2019, bad in 2020. Williams versus the Brewers. He's had multiple starts because he was on the Pirates team, so he knows this Brewers team. So I love that. Love that the Brewers hitters know everything about Trevor Williams. They can mash him. In 2020, he pitched 4 innings pitched, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, 1 home run, 2 2 walks, just not very good. In 2019, across 2 starts, he pitched 10 innings pitched, gave up 11 hits, 8 runs, 4 home runs, and 3 walks. Again, guys, the Brewers know this guy. They should absolutely rock him tonight. The Cubs were in a 4-3 tight game yesterday. They used their good bullpen guys, including their closer. So, again, we don't know if these managers are going to go to their good arms in back-to-back days earlier on the season. They generally don't, but even if they do, they did throw their good arms yesterday. The Brewers are throwing Brett Anderson. He's not all that great, but he's just not as bad as Trevor Williams. I mean, he's certainly better than Trevor Williams. In 2020, he only gave up 2 runs and 4 innings pitched versus the Cubs, and then he had a quality start against the Cubs in 2019 where he pitched 6 innings pitched and gave up the same 2 runs. So he's certainly more capable than Trevor Williams, but Trevor Williams just has a terrible, terrible track record here against the Brewers, and I think the Brewers are going to be the better team offensively over the course of the season. I think you'll definitely see that. And I even think they're going to have the better bullpen by far. I mean, you can't mess with Hader, and Hader didn't pitch yesterday, so he's going to be ready to come out of that bullpen. They've also got an excellent setup, man. Yeah, Brewers, I think, will be way and far better, the better team than the Cubs. They've got the pitching advantage here in this matchup. So go ahead and give me the Brewers at plus money at plus 102 over at DraftKings. Maybe one more other bet I'm going to maybe pull the trigger on. Let's see how soccer goes. But Jordan Montgomery is the pitcher for the Yankees today. He's really owned the Orioles. I'm not going to do the money line or anything like that because, again, we know how the public loves the Yankees and everything's juiced way up to it. I want to see what his K prop's going to be. He got 9 strikeouts against the Orioles last season. If it comes in at 5.5, it's a head scratcher just kind of looking at his numbers. But if it comes in at 4.5, I think as long as the juice isn't too high, I think you grab it at 4.5 and you hope he has another good outing because I think by the end of the season, Jordan Montgomery will be the number 2 starter for the Yankees. I mean, he has the potential to jump over Corey Kluber, jump over Domingo Germán. Jordan Montgomery is a really good pitcher. He was steamrolling before he got Tommy John surgery and obviously had to shut it down for a year plus. I'm a big fan of Jordan Montgomery's, and it's just not me being a big fan. I mean, his numbers back it up, and there's a reason why I'm a big fan of Montgomery. He's got the numbers. He's got the potential. He's shown it. Again, 9 Ks versus the Orioles last year. Let's see what his number comes in at. If it comes in at 4.5, as long as it's not crazy juice, I'm probably just going to go ahead and grab it. So we'll see what it comes in at. Just look for me on Twitter. I'll go ahead and possibly pull the trigger on Jordan Montgomery over his K number. All right, before I let you guys go, there's a $1,000 chance a chance to win $1,000 on the Fox Bet Super 6 app for this national championship game. I did research. I mean, I take everything serious in what I do. I spent about 10 or 15 minutes looking up numbers in here, but you guys know, again, I'm not a big college basketball guy, so tail these at your own risk. So let's jump on into it. Question 1, I'm going to go ahead and say there'll be 76 to 80 points there in the first half. For question 2, I'm going to say it'll be Butler of Baylor will get the most points. For question 3, I'll say less than 46% field goal percentage there for Gonzaga. For question 4, I'll say less than 43% field goal percentage from 3 there for Baylor. For question 5, I'll say the winner wins by 7 to 8 points, and it better be Gonzaga. I do not want to lose my DraftKings promo. Be cool, Gonzaga. Be cool. And then at the end of the day, number 6, Gonzaga is going to cut down the nets. Gonzaga will be cutting down the nets, and they'll be the champion. All right, guys, that's how we'll do it today. Look forward to these MLB bets. Look forward to starting off the day first with some soccer bets, and then, again, having us a great day overall. Hope you guys have a fantastic Monday. Again, thank you guys for kicking off the week with me. Hit that like button. Let me know your tail on these picks, any of them, soccer, baseball, like or comment. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.